I haven't done my video in the house because um it's too sunny. The birds are singing again. Come on, let's show you Lenny again. Good old Lenny. So I took the kids to school in Lenny this morning. My 67 camper, 6 uh my friend Lenny, lover. Right. So my black van tomorrow is going for MOT. Do you know what an MOT is, guys? And obviously, a lot of you are not in the UK. Got 25% of you are in the UK. I think it's 41% in America. We're nearly 10% Australians. Yeah, our Australian audience is massively growing. We love Australia, don't we? Um, so everybody's out. Rio has just gone to work. It's beautifully sunny. Look at the sky. Absolutely stunning. My camper, I still haven't washed it yet. It's still all dusty. Um, what was I going to say? The wife's at school, gone to school. You know, she's obviously doing teacher training. Hi, Manny. I was hoping later to do the video, Manny, with you know, the one with the Stanleys. Um, but I've got two or three things I want to do, so I'm not exactly sure what order I'm going to do them in. Hi, Cup Guy. How we going, mate? We're going to just have a little walk. So we're going to have a discussion about a few things that have happened. So, Cup Guy, have you been keeping an eye on things? We had quite an interesting evening last night. So, Cup Guy is called Wade Guy. Give him a big shout, a big welcome. So, there's my lovely camper van, my 67 camper van, 67. I'm so proud of her. I always show her off. So, the wife is, don't forget, the wife is finishing up her school teacher training at the moment. She doesn't actually have that long left. I think it's all done and dust by June. Hi Pat. So so yeah, I was just saying I'm taking the black van tomorrow for MOT. Um, so that is at 11 a.m. British time, of course. So what I'll probably do is drop it off. Hopefully it'll pass, but even if it doesn't, I'll get the garage to fix it. But when I drop her off, they're probably going to want the van for a couple of hours, for 2 hours. So what I'll probably do is do a live, do a live stream, go for a walk, maybe along the promenade, the seaside, or through the, you know, just around the town, and I'll do a defending Elvis live whilst I'm waiting for the van, the black van, to be MOT'd. So so the reason I'm going for a walk early, so the time around it's around 11 a.m. is because it's just too sunny. It's too nice. I don't want to sit in my kitchen doing a video if it's this nice. It's just too nice, guys. You can hear the birds singing. Absolutely beautiful. But what I will do when it gets slightly warmer, because it's still slightly chilly in England, I'll do the lives in the garden. Is that Jimmy? Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Luan. So a bit of an interesting evening. So I wake up as usual to loads of messages. Hi, Sally. Hi, Jen. An Elvis family cousin has been talking about me again. Why do these people do it? Why do these people keep talking about me? I'm just Louis in the UK, in his kitchen with his noisy dog and very funny 5-year-old boy, Tino, and really cute daughter, Yasmin. Obviously, I've got 3 other kids with my wife as well, but it's really bothering him. That's why. That's Karen. Hi, yeah, Karen, I did read your comment. He needs to grow up and get a life. I'm not going to mention him. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not saying I'm not bringing. Now, these people are trying to get a rise out of me because it creates drama so they get more views on their channel. I'm not doing it. I keep saying to you guys, these people are now trying to use me to get views on their channel. And it's not just the cousin, it's the fake Elvis channels as well. Do you know the ones I mean? The anti-defending channels. And there's a few in there. There's at least 3, I would say. Yeah, Pat, it's getting old. I'm not saying their names, none of them. No, I'll put it on my Facebook, yeah, for a bit of fun. I'll put it on Facebook, but that's different. Obviously, I have put a few clips on Facebook, guys. Yeah, but let me just get round past these people a minute. Da, 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 da. It's a nice house. Nice house. Look at that house behind me. Isn't that lovely? They're doing up that little cottage behind me. Can you see that one there? Beautiful. Hi, Sarge. Oh, thanks, Deborah. Do you know what? I do have a big heart, but I'm very, what's the word? I definitely stand up for myself. Yeah. 100%. I won't back down to these people. Never. I'll always expose the bullies. Always. I don't care how, I am a bit of a softie. I am. My wife knows it. My kids know it. I'm a softie. I am. Yeah. But I'm also very tough. I go from one extreme to the other. I don't, what's that saying? I don't take fools. What is it? Someone tell me. Karen, are you watching? Karen's just sent something. Karen, are you watching? No, we must stand up. Yeah, we must stand up to these people. Anybody. Yeah, any excuse. Come on, they'll do anything. They'll say and do anything to go against Louis, the great defender. That's it. Don't suffer fools gladly. There you go. That's right. Your comments are going really fast, guys. Hi, Neve. How are you? Remember, I use these situations to express the fact that we must defend. Yeah, does that make sense? If when people are so adamant that Elvis does not need, don't take fools lightly. There we are, Karen. When people are so adamant that Elvis does not need defending, especially if it's a family person, a relation, they got something to hide. I really believe that. Or they've done, or people that they're trying to support. Hi, Cal. Or people they're trying to support have trashed Elvis. Isn't that the truth of it, guys? Yeah, I understand, Neve. I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. So a couple of things. I want to say a couple of things. The people that say Elvis does not need defending, they are friends or they are related with people that have trashed Elvis. It's that simple. I want to repeat that. It's a real big point. The people that say Elvis does not need defending are the very people that are friends or related to people that have trashed Elvis for money in books, in biographies, in documentaries. Come on, what is the usual excuse? He's a legend. He's a legend. Elvis doesn't need defending. He's a legend. They completely forget. They completely forget that the man behind the legend has been laughed at, ridiculed, insulted, had his dignity trashed, his reputation trashed. Do you understand that, guys? They completely think that because Elvis is a legend, yeah, that's another excuse they give. Elvis is dead, so he doesn't need defending. Elvis is in heaven, so he doesn't need defending. Such a load of bullshit. As if, I'll tell you now, if I died, I'd want to be spoke well of. I think every single one of us here would like to be spoke well of once we're gone. Do we agree with that, guys? Do we agree that when we're gone, we want our friends and family, the people that we knew? Hi, Karen. Baba. Defending Elvis. Whoa. Do we agree that when we're gone, all right, Karen's at work. You work too much, Karen. Do we agree? We do, don't we, guys? We all, when we're gone, we want to be thought well of. We want to be spoken well of. I want my kids to think highly of me. It does matter to me what my family say about me when I'm in heaven. It matters. So when these people say Elvis doesn't mind what is said about him because he's not here anymore, because he's in heaven, it's ridiculous. It's a complete cop-out. And the truth is, it's an excuse. It's an excuse. Oh, Elvis is dead, so we can say whatever we want. It doesn't matter. We all want to be thought well of. Now, if we were trashed in death, here's another point I'm making, guys. If we were trashed after we died, any of us, you, me, any of us, we'd want to be defended, wouldn't we? I'm asking you guys, Team Elvis, Team E. Would it, if you were trashed after you died, would you want to be defended by your friends and family? A question for everyone, guys. When you die, if you were trashed, defending Elvis, whoa! Wouldn't you want to be? People beep at me now wherever I go. It's funny. Louis the Defender, Louis the Elvis Defender. Defending Elvis is more popular than you think, guys. The point I'm trying to say, guys, is yay, Patty, wherever I go. I find it funny. Some little kid stopped me the other day and asked me for a selfie. Did any of you see that video, guys? Little kid. He's about 11 years old, 12. Can I have a selfie with you? And I said to him, yeah, go on then. And then I said to him, how do you know about my channel? And he said to me, my brothers watch you. That's so funny, isn't it? Western Supermare. The Louis guy who's got a YouTube channel is famous. And then I said to the little kid that wanted a selfie, I said to him, do you know Epic's coming out? Go and watch Epic. Take your mum and dad with you. It's funny. Cute. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I was just sorry. I asked you guys a question, didn't I? Yeah, Karen, you watched it. Yeah. So we're going to do 3 miles, guys. So I hope you, I'm doing this walk without Ella because yesterday Ella got too tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 miles with you now. And then I'm going to do a 1.5 mile walk with Ella a little bit later. Yeah. I think 3 miles is a bit too much for Ella because she's getting on, isn't she? She's nearly 13. She's getting on a bit. So this walk is a speed. I call it a speed walk. Yeah. So we can do 3 miles quite easily within an hour, easily. Yeah. And then I'll come back and I'll walk. I will walk 500 miles an hour. Is that the one you're on about, Manny? Anyway, the question I asked you was, if you were trashed after you died, would you want to be defended? What's your answer, guys? Please answer the question now. If you were trashed after you died, would you want your friends and family to defend you? The proclaimers. Yes. I'll wait for your answer, guys. Yes, of course, Jen. And Elvis is the same. Everyone give me your answers, guys. Pamela, yes. Sarge, yes. Deborah, yes. Sally, yes. Neve, of course. Yeah, we're going to defend you, Sally, when you're gone. Don't forget, you're going to live till you're 100, Sally. So who is that? Sherry, yes. Luann. I haven't. You're. Patty, yes. Of course, Elvis Blue. Elvis Blue's going to defend all of us. Manny. Jimmy, yes. So whenever I hear, of course, Manny, yes. So when I hear people saying, yeah, we're all going to defend each other. There we are. See? Team E, Team Elvis. We're all going to defend each other. We've still got a while longer yet, guys. We're all going to aim for 100. Mind over matter. Your mindset is important. Hi, Jeffrey. We're all here for each other. That's why we're a family. Aren't we, Karen? We're a family. We're all going to defend each other. And we're all aiming to live till we're 100. Anyway, so when I hear anybody, yeah, you got it, Jen. Hi, Gun. How are you? Yeah, Gun says yes. So this excuse that Elvis wouldn't care about being defended. Yeah, we are family, Deborah. This excuse that Elvis wouldn't feel like he needs defending because he's in heaven is bullshit. It is just an excuse. It is a pathetic excuse. We all know the real reason why anybody says Elvis doesn't need defending. It's because they've trashed him, or because they support the trashers, or because their family have trashed him, or because their friend has trashed him, or because a YouTube channel they support has trashed him. These are the people that say Elvis doesn't need defending. Yeah, we all know why Louis and Team Elvis gets attacked all day, every day. Because the people that attack me and my group, Team Elvis, Elvis Defenders, have trashed Elvis, or they support trashers. Do you get it? If you support any trashers, whether it's a YouTube channel or a Facebooker or a family member or a friend or an ex-girlfriend or Memphis Mafia, you are going to say Elvis does not need defending. Do we agree? It is that simple. It is that simple. The truth is, they all know that Elvis does need defending. They all know. They all know it. Elvis clearly needs defending. I'm not going to go into it because what's the point? I've said it 1,000 times. So, and as I keep saying, as I keep saying, we know that the legend doesn't need defending. We know Elvis is one of the most famous people that ever lived, the best singer that ever lived, the best looking man that ever lived. It doesn't mean he doesn't need defending. I would say more so. I would say more so he needs defending, because at the moment there's a massive upsurge of new fans for Elvis because of Epic. Yeah. So Epic has come along. Epic has come along and there's a massive upsurge. And remember why Epic has come along? Because of Baz Luhrmann. How many people here? I'm asking another question. I'm involving you guys. Hi, Pamela. How many people here think the only reason Epic exists is because of Baz Luhrmann? Let's be totally honest. Would Epic exist if it wasn't for Baz Luhrmann? Would the Elvis biopic with Austin Butler have been made without Baz Luhrmann? Answer the question. This is why I keep saying Baz Luhrmann's a hero. You know, one of the excuses that the family member is saying is, oh, Elvis is bigger than ever. Elvis is bigger than ever. Yeah, he is, because of Baz Luhrmann. Because Baz Luhrmann has come along and boosted Elvis. Yes, Elvis was very, very famous, of course. But Baz Luhrmann has boosted it. We know how famous Elvis was, how amazing Elvis was. But for new fans, Baz Luhrmann has boosted Elvis more than ever. More than ever. When I say more than ever, of course, I'm not talking about the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. I'm talking about in the last 50 years, what Baz Luhrmann has done has boosted Elvis. None of us could have predicted what Baz Luhrmann has done. Hi, Lorna. None of us could have predicted that Baz Luhrmann around 2022 was going to make the Austin Butler film, and then a few years later make Epic. None of us could have predicted that Epic was going to come along and be a massive success in cinemas around the world. None of us. And that has been done by Baz Luhrmann. Baz Luhrmann is solely responsible for pushing Elvis back into the cinemas in 2026. Baz Luhrmann. So he's a hero. I agree. That's a new name. I just saw a new name there. Baz Luhrmann is a hero. If I could give him an award or a medal, I would give it him. Yeah. So when these people that are trashing Elvis, that say that Elvis doesn't need defending. Hi, Jojo. All right, is that Juju? Hi, Juju. So let me just say, guys. So let me just try and explain it. We still got a lot to talk about, guys. We're nearly halfway. Cute dog, innit? We still got a lot to talk about. So when these people say, oh, Elvis is bigger than ever. Yeah, he is, because he's just had a massive boost. Of course, his legendary status is established 100%. We didn't need Baz to boost Elvis. We didn't need Baz to make the Austin Butler film, because yes, Elvis was super famous anyway. I understand that. But there is an upsurge. There is an upsurge, yeah? A massive upsurge of Elvis. So when these people say Elvis doesn't need defending, look how famous he is. Look how big he is. He's getting bigger and bigger. They see it as an excuse to say Elvis doesn't need defending. He's getting bigger and bigger because he's getting a boost. Now, what happens when you get a big boost? You get new fans. So there are brand new fans now discovering Elvis. So when they're discovering Elvis, they're discovering all the good stuff, but they're also discovering all the trash that has been shared around the world for the last 40 years that has been trashing Elvis. And a lot of the trash that has been trashing Elvis was done by the people that he trusted, that he liked, that he grew up with, that he was related to. Do you get that, guys? So when these new fans are discovering Elvis of all ages, then they have to face the trash. So what happens if you're a new fan of Elvis? So imagine if you're a 20-year-old person and you've rediscovered Elvis because of Baz Luhrmann's movie. Yeah, we're going to talk about Miss Sam's in a minute, guys. We got a few things to go through, guys. I got a few things to talk about, okay? So the new fans are discovering Elvis. So then they go to try and find out about the history of Elvis. Yes, they find out all the good stuff, all the positive stuff, but they're also reading all the garbage, all the trash. This is our problem. So when you've got close family members and friends and Memphis Mafia, stuff like that, and these trash books and tabloids and magazines ruining Elvis's reputation, that's where we come along. That's where we come along as Elvis defenders. And we say, don't believe all the garbage. That is why Elvis needs defending. Part of the reason. There's many reasons why Elvis needs defending, but one of the reasons Elvis needs defending is as these new fans discover him, we want to put them right. We want to say to the new fans, don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you watch. Don't believe everything on social media. Question everything. This is what we're saying to the new fans that are discovering Elvis. Question everything. Question what Priscilla says. Does anyone here believe the things that Priscilla says about Elvis and has said for the last 50 years? Of course not. We want the new fans to know that they must question the book, Elvis and Me. We want the new fans, when they discuss books like Elvis, What Happened, or Elvis, Aaron Presley, and the Memphis Mafia, we want them to question it. We want the new fans, when they read the different Stanley books, because let's face it, the Stanleys have done multiple books that trashed Elvis. We want the new fans to question the books and say some of these things were done out of anger, out of envy, out of resentment. Yeah. So what we're saying to the new fans is that we've run a Defending Elvis movement to make everybody question the fake news about Elvis, and Elvis deserves that. So I repeatedly say that Elvis does need defending. And when I hear a family member proudly saying Elvis does not need defending, it's insulting. I repeat, when I hear a family member, and I won't say his name or his channel, proudly boasting that Elvis does not need defending when his own parents trashed Elvis for money, I am insulted. So there's a couple of things. I wanted to bring up. Now, one of the things that was brought up was there were parts of the CBS special in Epic. I'm sure that's not correct. Obviously, many of you have watched it. There was no CBS stuff in Epic, was there? Can you just confirm that to me, guys? Because I got really confused. Because obviously these people are giving a review of Epic, yeah? Did any of you watch the video? Sarge, did you watch the review of Epic done by the family? Yeah? Because I got confused. Because the CBS stuff was not in Epic at all. So, did these people fully watch it from beginning to end? Did any of you see that that was used, that there was 3 different parts used in Epic? Because I loved every minute of Epic. I loved it. So when I watched it, I was like, what's he talking about? Did he actually watch it? I mean, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did watch it, but I was confused about that. Then there was another thing mentioned. Now I have said, I'll be honest. I have said that I was hoping that there was much more never seen before footage, and audio. Remember Elvis talking, yeah? But it is confusing because you don't really know. You don't really know how much was used. So we don't actually know how much brand new footage was used. Obviously, from beginning to end. Was it 93 minutes? I can't remember. From beginning to end, all of the footage is amazing because it's obviously been, what's the word? It's had that magic IMAX HD effect. It's just phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah. But all of it is amazing. All of it. You really do get to see Elvis up front, up close, up personal. So obviously, I'm sure that you guys have watched Donna Presley's review, which was beautiful. Donna Presley's review of Epic was lovely, and we are going to play it later. One of the things that was said by the family was that there was hardly any footage used. I'm confused because I don't know how much footage was used. Brand new, never seen before footage that Baz Luhrmann found. I'm a bit confused. I read somewhere that 49 minutes of it was never seen before. I don't know if that's correct though. Honestly, I really don't know if that's correct. Yeah. When I left it, I did leave thinking I wish there was more never seen before footage. I did. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did feel that way, but I also have to admit that I don't actually know how much of it was never seen before footage. I'd like to know. I did sort of try and look into it. Yeah, there we are. Karen says I had seen most of it before, but Karen, it's confusing. And I'll tell you why. Because we got the existing footage from different angles. Yeah, so some of us may think we've seen it before, but it's the same footage from a different angle. Don't forget, Baz also did a thing where he zoomed in close. So that was a good point, I think. Yeah, hi, Pamela. We still loved it, though, didn't we? We still loved it from beginning to end, didn't we? Yeah? I bet you have, Lorraine. Yeah, different angles. There we are, Sally. So, a bit confusing, but anyway. But as far as I know, there was no CBS stuff, CBS special footage in it. So I'm confused why that was even brought up, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing. So when people have run out of things to say because they insult you personally. So don't forget what we do here. We defend Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline. We challenge. We're on the second walk now, guys. We challenge the trashing of Elvis. Okay, this is what we do. This is the whole point of our Defending Elvis YouTube channel. We challenge anything negative said about Elvis, we challenge it, okay? Especially if it's friends and family. Remember, I always keep saying it. The people closest to Elvis trashed him the most. Yesterday, we did a Charlie Hodge, honoring Charlie Hodge because he was so loyal and faithful to Elvis. So the people that were loyal to Elvis stand out. We remember them. But the people that trashed Elvis also stand out. We remember them. Remember, the people that trashed Elvis have never said sorry, have never shown regret, have never properly apologized. In fact, the opposite. They stand by it proudly. The people that have trashed Elvis, including family members and friends, and Memphis Mafia. Hey, defending Elvis! Woo! The people that have trashed Elvis proudly stand by it, proudly, and show no regret. They wear it as a badge of honor. They go, yep, I'm Elvis, Aaron Presley, and the Memphis Mafia. Sign here. Elvis, what happened? Dave Hebler, sign here. Dave Hebler still signs copies of the book, Elvis, What Happened? Yeah? Doesn't he? Come on, guys. Dave Hebler has never said sorry. Okay? Now, so then we've got Miss Sam's. Did any of you watch Miss Sam's review? Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to review it, yeah? Did any of you watch Miss Sam's Memphis Mafia video she did last night? Now, don't forget, I'm a big fan of Miss Sam's. Did you? Oh, yeah, Manny watched it. Jen watched it. Pat watched it. Yeah, Sarge is pretty good. It's Kel off. Right, see you later, Kel. Right, so let's talk about Miss Sam's. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Miss Sam's. I love Miss Sam's. Me and Miss Sam's don't have to agree on everything. We have slightly different views on certain things. But I fully support her. I highly recommend her. I highly recommend Miss Sam's. That doesn't mean I'm blind and I don't have my own opinions. Me and Miss Sam's can have different opinions. Not everyone is into tarot card reading. I find it fascinating. Yeah. I love watching Miss Sam's and I recommend her fully. One of the things that she said was, what was it? On the video the other day, she said about, I'm just trying to remember now, Priscilla was friends with Tom Cruise's dad. I'm trying to learn more about that. But what I did learn is I'm pretty sure there's a wasn't there an 11-year age difference? So I need to try and understand that. Did any of you find out anything? Because I'm still trying to learn because Tom, yeah, I want to learn more about this Tom Cruise's father, Thomas, yeah? What friendship he had with Priscilla, and was there an 11-year age difference? I'm trying to learn about it. So if any of you've got any information of that, please let me know. Leave my hair alone, Larry. I like my hair like this, bushy and proud. So the stalkers always talk about my hair. Stalkers, leave my hair alone. Anyway, so the other thing Miss Sam said. Now, one of the things I've always said is that I do believe the people that trashed Elvis loved him. I've always said it. I've always said it. Yeah, they do. I've always said I don't understand it. I've always said I don't understand how the people that loved Elvis could trash him so horribly. Yeah. But I've always said they loved him. And I also say that many of them regretted it. I've also always said that Red West and Sonny West regretted what they did. I really do believe that Red and Sonny regretted what they did till the day they died. Miss Sam says that Red was reluctant to do the book. I believe that. She said that Sonny was the one that had jealousy and envy towards Elvis. That was Miss Sam said that, okay? That Sonny was the one that was jealous of Elvis, not Red. Miss Sam says that Red was never jealous of Elvis, okay? I repeat now in front of all you guys. Red and Sonny did love Elvis. I really believe that. But that doesn't mean that they didn't double-cross him. Yeah, they loved him, but they double-crossed him. It was Judas. What Red and Sonny did was Judas. Now, with Dave Hebler, it's a bit different because I don't think he loved Elvis. I think he had a friendship with Elvis. He did very well out of knowing Elvis. This is just an opinion for entertainment purposes. Everything I say on this whole show is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. Just an opinion sharing discussion on YouTube. Nothing I say is true. It is a chat. Sally says something. Sally says it. They love money more. Sally, I think you have a point. They loved money more. So when Miss Sams was discussing Red and Sonny, I do agree that they loved Elvis. But it doesn't make it okay. Loving Elvis and trashing him is not okay. All the builders are going for it, guys. All the builders are going for it behind me. There's a man there digging a hole. There he was, digging a hole in the ground, big and very round. So I really did listen to Miss Sam. She looked beautiful, didn't she? Yeah. There's a few little bits and bobs where me and her have slightly different views, but come on, she defends beautifully. Miss Sams defends beautifully. She loves Benjamin Storm. She loves Lisa Marie. She loves Elvis. She loves the Presleys, doesn't she? She even said a few things about Ginger Oldham. Did you notice she spoke about Ginger Oldham? I think 3 or 4 years ago, she did a reading about Ginger that people didn't like. You know, if you're a Ginger supporter, which I am, I support Ginger Oldham. Ginger Oldham supports what we do, yeah? But she actually, in her video that she did last night, Miss Sam said, look, she was very young. You know, she still wanted to live life, go out, meet her family and friends, go clubbing. She wanted to do daily activities, and Elvis wasn't really that interested. So she did say, Miss Sams did say she's Team Ginger. Did any of you hear that? She did say she's Team Ginger, which I'm glad because I support Ginger Oldham. Obviously, you guys know I talk to Ginger Oldham, yeah? So, but even if she didn't, I still fully respect Miss Sams. We don't, just so you know, guys, me and Miss Sams don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree. And I also say this, you don't have to be a tarot card reader to enjoy Miss Sam's program, because her YouTube channel, because she does a lot of research, and she's very smart. Okay, guys, I like tarot card reading. I find it fascinating. It's so lovely today. Look, as you can see an aeroplane. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see it. So the aeroplane, so because we're near Bristol, there it is there. See if you can see it. Because we're near Bristol, I can't see it now. Can you see it? I can't see it. I'm going, blah, there it is. Behind my head. Because we're near Bristol, we get constant aeroplanes going over us. You can't really tell, but it's quite low. That's quite low. Look at it. I'm pointing at it. I'm going to be on one of those when we go to Spain. Remember, we're all going to Spain together. Right, let's get back to what I was going to say. So, obviously, there was a video made about Louis, Captain Louis. Now, that is the first time that the family member has nearly said my name. Because I keep saying, say my name, Sarge, innit? Say my name, say my name. He actually nearly said it. He told me his name. Sarge, say my name, say my name. He nearly said it. It was like, Captain He nearly got it. He nearly got it out. Come on. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Do you think, guys, do you think he will ever say my name? Captain, look. At least he called me a captain. Come on, he called me a captain. That's in it. People are starting to know my rank. Obviously, Miss Sam's gave me the rank. I've ordered some more hats, guys. Just so you know, I've ordered some more hats from Timu. He said his name by accident. Well, he didn't say the whole name, did he? It was like Captain Lulu. It's like the Fonz, in it. The Fonz can't say Rom, can he? The Fonz is like from Happy Days. He's like ruh. Well, with the family member, it's Captain Yeah. Go on, mate. You can say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Team Elvis, do we want him to say my name? Team Elvis, do you think he should say my name? He said captain, he may as well say the rest. Say my name. Say my name. Yes, say it. Come on. Louis. Louis with a silent S. Louis. Louis with a silent S. Actually, my Greek name is Loizos. Loi. Loizos. Say my name. Say my name. Right, anyway, we're just having a bit of fun, that's all. Captain Oh, so funny. Right, 1 second, guys. So just get past these dogs. So, guys, so as I was saying, okay. Manoli, I had an uncle, Manoli. Manny, my uncle was Manoli, my dad's brother. Well, actually, it was my dad's sister's husband. My dad's sister, his sister, my dad's sister is Stasulla, and she was married to Manoli, and he had a cake shop, a Zahara Blastillo. Ishin Zahara Blastillo. Anyway, as I was saying, cake shops sell coffee are very popular, especially in the 70s and 80s. My family have a chain of cake shops. Anyway, in Cyprus, yeah? In Cyprus. In Limassol and Paphos, yeah? Anyway, the Greeks make the best cakes, guys. The Greeks make the best cakes. Anyway, let's get to another point. So you can tell, yeah, I can speak Greek. Remember, my parents are both Greek Cypriots. So they moved to London. They met in London and then moved to my hometown, Weston-super-Mare. And I was born in Weston-super-Mare. So when I was a small kid, before I went to school, I couldn't speak English. I learned how to speak English in school. My parents both spoke to me in Greek. Yes, I went to Greek school until I was 11. Come on, Manny, we all have to go to Greek school. So yes, I can read and write Greek as well. And yes, I speak Greek. Yeah, I'm not really. So, Pat, I'm not pushing the shop. I never did the shop to make money. Yeah. No one has to buy anything. I'm not encouraging people to buy anything from the shop. It's there. If you want to buy something, yes, go ahead. I'll put a few different logos on there every now and then, but I'm not pushing it. I'm not after your money, guys. Now, of course, you buy me a coffee, that's nice. You know, you become a member, that's nice. That's brilliant. You send me a super thank you, fine. But I will never pressure anybody to do it. Yeah. It's just a way of saying thank you, okay? Okay, Pat, but you don't have to. You don't have to. No one has to send me a super thank you. No one has to buy me a coffee. No one has to buy anything in my merch shop. Okay. No pressure. I don't need your money. Okay. I've never done this channel for money. Even when you send me gifts, no one has to send me a gift. If you send me a gift, thank you, but you don't have to. Oh, thanks, Pat. See, look, Pat has just sent me a coffee. So I will go and buy a coffee now from Costa Coffee with Pat's money. And it's just a nice thing to do. It's a way of saying thank you. That's all it is. Have you not noticed I never ask people now to buy me a coffee? Have you noticed that? I never say to people, buy me a coffee, send me a super thank you, or be a member. I don't say it anymore because I'm not after people's money. And the other mistake people make is this. I'm not doing this for likes and views. It's like, I think one of the things that the family person was saying was, you know, they all try to insinuate that Louis is going to get shut down, or Louis losing subscribers, or Louis getting less views, all that kind of stuff. When are these people going to realize I've never done this for views, or likes, or subscribers, or money? When are these people going to get that? Oh, I know that, Pat. I know that. I'm very grateful. Of course, I appreciate it. And it is nice. Everyone likes a pat on the back. Come on. Everyone likes a pat on the back. So if someone sends me a super thank you, it's just a way of saying, I like what you do. Yeah. But I have never done what I've done for likes or views or subscribers. Guys, I know how to get subscribers. I know how to do it. They all do it. You just post lots of music and lots of short clips of Elvis, and you will get loads of subscribers. If any of you want to set up a channel and get loads of subscribers, it's really simple. Just do lots of shorts of Elvis singing, Elvis in movies, Elvis vintage footage from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and you'll get 20, 30 subscribers a day. Anybody can get subscribers. I don't do it. I don't do it because I am not here to try and get loads of subscribers. I'm here to give a message out, a voice for Elvis defenders on behalf of Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline. That is why I'm here. And when people realize it has nothing to do with getting subscribers, they will understand me as a defender, my group, Team Elvis, as a defending group. Do we understand that, guys? Anybody can get subscribers. Anybody. You just post music clips, post video clips, post vintage footage of Elvis, and you will get 20, 30 subscribers a day. So when these people attack me and they say, oh, Louis not getting many subscribers. Yeah, I know, because I don't post songs and music clips and vintage footage, because I don't want to, because I'm not here for that reason. I knew well over a year ago that running a Defending Elvis channel kept me small, kept my subscriber growth very steady. I knew it. I knew that becoming a Defending Elvis channel stunted the growth of my channel. I knew it, and I still know it now. Okay. So to the people out there that are like, oh, he's not getting many subscribers. Yeah, I know, because I run a Defending Elvis channel. I'm not posting songs and video clips of Elvis and movie clips of Elvis to get subscribers. Anyway, so the next thing is this. Before we're nearly home, but I wanted to make another point. Did you hear that one of the things that was said about me was, no, I will just add this though. One thing we have become is the most famous Elvis YouTube channel in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Our Defending Elvis YouTube movement has become the most famous movement. I'm talking about in the Elvis world, yeah? Our movement has become the most famous movement in the world, in the Elvis world, in that bubble, yeah? And they know it. Does anyone agree? Let me just get past this person a minute. Does anyone agree with that? Does anyone agree with that? That the Defending Elvis, the channel Defending Elvis, has become the most famous Elvis YouTube channel in the world. I know it. I don't think it. I know it. And do you know why I think it? Because everywhere I go, people are talking about what we do. Team E, yeah? Team Elvis, Team EP. Everybody's talking about the Elvis channel that defends Elvis, that stands up for Elvis. That Louis guy that stands up for Elvis, yeah? Everybody's talking about it on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, X, you name it, Rumble, you name it. There's a lot of people talk about us on Facebook. Yeah. We are being discussed everywhere. And that means we're making a difference. I'm not boasting now. I'm not trying to boast. I'm saying that we are making a difference. So when you have a family, a member of the family attacking me, insulting me, we're making a difference because we're being heard. We've annoyed those people. Yeah, I agree. Manny's songs are everywhere. Manny at Elvis Blue, Defending the King. Please subscribe to him. Yeah. Hi, Matthew, Hillbilly Cat. Please subscribe to Matthew. Yeah. His review. So, Matthew, did you notice that his review, he mentioned that the CBS was in there, and it's not. There's no CBS footage in there at all. So I was confused about that. Right. So this is the bit I wanted to end up on, guys. Did you notice he insulted me personally? That he said, you have a miserable life. You've lived a miserable life. Did any of you see that? This is how I want to end the chat, guys, and then we're going to do another video a bit later. Did any of you see that I was personally insulted? Yeah, that I had a miserable life. Now, this is where you cross the line, isn't it? Yeah. This is where I always say to you that the trolls, the haters, the anti-defenders, this is where they show their true colors. Someone just said he needs to look in the mirror. Manny just said it. A few other people said it as well. Yeah. But can you see that how disgusting that is? That Elvis's family member whose parents trashed Elvis for money is insulting my life because I want to defend Elvis. I've never insulted his life or his family. Never. I've said that they trashed Elvis. All I've ever said about these people is that they have trashed Elvis. That's all I've ever done. All I've ever said about these people is that they were involved in books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids that trashed Elvis, and that they shouldn't have done it because they're family. That's all I've ever said about these people. Yes, I've called them bullies because they do bully me. That is it. But he insults me and says that I've had a miserable life. Now, remember the life I've lived. Remember the life I've lived, guys. I've had a very, very successful life. Part of the fun of my life was that I was a DJ for nearly 30 years, which I absolutely loved. I met a beautiful girl 21 years ago and had 5 children with my wife. 5. I have had the best life. I really have had the best life. I have been so lucky. Now, of course, I've had my ups and downs. Of course I have, because in business, you have your ups and downs. Of course, I struggled in my life because when you set up business using mortgages and debt, and you take a chance and you gamble with business, it's a struggle. But I tell you what, I had the best life ever. And by time I got to my mid-40s, I had paid off all my loans. So you think about it. By my mid-40s, I had paid off all my loans, all my mortgages. I owned my house, yeah? I have no debt. I do not have any debt in my life. Okay. I own my cars. I own everything I have. I own. My wife is stunning. Now, remember, my wife has just recovered from cancer and is still recovering from cancer. Okay. So she's about to have another operation as well. Yep. She's fully recovered. She does not have cancer anymore. She has had chemotherapy and she's been cured. But obviously, there's reconstructive surgery that needs to happen. Okay, guys? I have had a bloody amazing life, an absolutely amazing life. And I am so lucky that I've got these 5 kids. Now, the success of my Defending Elvis, the success of my Defending Elvis YouTube channel with Team Elvis has just come out of the blue. It's completely come out of the blue. I didn't know that we were going to make this kind of a difference. So this is my point. So when you've got that family member attacking my family, yeah, remember he also said, "Oh, what are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide?" Remember that same person said, "Come on, what are you trying to hide?" There's nothing to hide, guys. I have nothing to hide. The point I'm trying to make is this: to speak in such a derogatory way about my life, bearing in mind I've had a beautiful life and I've got a lovely family and lovely children. I'm very close to my family and my kids. Every day is a gift. I love my life. But he says that I've had. Anyway, do I need to add? And why does he say it? Because I expose his family for trashing Elvis. Because I expose his family for doing trash books, trash tabloids, trash documentaries, trash biographies. It's that simple. Remember, his own family, even weeks ago, trashed Elvis. Weeks ago said, I stand by the trash books. Weeks ago said, I have nothing to apologize for. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So we got it, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take, yeah, Jenna, because Ella gets tired, I made a decision to not take her on this long walk because I knew we were going to be walking for an hour and it's too long for her. So what I decided was I'm going to do a morning walk. So we've just done 3 miles, guys. We're nearly on 6-7 minutes. We're on 63 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna walk her a little bit later. I think 3 miles is too much for Ella. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna make a video soon. I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna walk Ella. Okay. Remember, she's nearly 13. Sometimes she gets a bit too tired. Okay. So it's not that warm. It's quite fresh, Sarge. It's not hot, but it's nice. Yeah. Oh, I will give her a big hug. Don't worry. I've just fed her some chicken. Buck, buck, chick, 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 buck, buck. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to say about the family trying to attack my family, yeah, I'm talking about personally. Yeah. Remember, when I bring up the trashing of of his family, I'm exposing the wrongdoing to Elvis because I'm defending Elvis. There's a very different thing here. Elvis Presley, who does not have a voice, has been trashed by the very people he loved and trusted. Yeah. So I'm defending Elvis. I'm standing up for him. My channel is called Defending Elvis. Yeah. But I don't have personal attacks. Remember, that's the difference. You won't hear me personally attack people for their lives, how they live. Get it? Same goes for the stalkers. They're not happy with me. So you got the stalker, the fake Elvis channels, the fake Elvis YouTube channels. You got the anti-defenders. Yeah. Well, I'll say what they are. I'll say that they're fake Elvis fans and that they're anti-defenders and they support the trashers. I'll call them trasher fans. Yeah, I will. Clearly, I will proudly call them trasher fans. Yeah. But what I won't do is insult their families. There's a difference, okay? I won't insult their families. This is where the line was crossed. They insult my life, my wife, my kids. Some of the things that are said about me and my life and my family, my mental health, all that kind of stuff is absolutely disgusting. Right, we're nearly on 6-7, guys. Of course, we have to all say 6-7 together. Yeah. So, look, if people disagree with me running a Defending Elvis channel, fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. If they disagree with my group running a Defending Elvis channel, I don't mind. But if they're going to insult me in a disgusting way, it's different. It's a different story. Elvis does need defending. So when I hear a family member on a YouTube channel say Elvis doesn't need defending, and this is a family member, and we all know that Elvis has been trashed for over 50 years, it's an absolute joke. Of course, I know that the legend doesn't need defending. Of course, I know that Baz Luhrmann has made Elvis bigger than ever because of Epic. Come on, Epic is an astounding success, and it's because of Baz Luhrmann and Elvis's talent. Let's face it. So Donna Presley has done a lovely review of watching Epic. So we're gonna play that, and I think I've discussed everything I wanted to discuss. I didn't want to just sit in the house and do it. Look how beautiful it is today, guys. And I also want to add a few more things. I don't hate these, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, guys. Everybody say 6, 7. We've been walking for 67 minutes. We've done over 3 miles. Yeah. I'm going to do more. It's too nice today. But guys, I don't dislike these people. Is that your house number? Is it Cheryl? That's cool. So guys, I don't dislike these people. I want to make it very clear to you. I don't dislike these people. I've got no anger or hate for these people. I forgive them. Yeah. But when they expose themselves and they say the most insulting things about my family, shame on you. And I don't think Elvis would like it. I don't think Elvis would like it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to come back. We are going to do a review of Miss Sam's. We're going to play Donna Presley's review of Epic. She loved it. It was very emotional for her. And I'm going to do Manny Elvis Blue Defending the King. Please subscribe to Manny and Hillbilly Cat. And we're going to, we did the Stanleys. We did I did a script. Manny put it together, did a brilliant job on his YouTube channel, made a brilliant video. So we're going to go through that, the Stanleys. Even when I'm talking about the Stanleys, guys, it's not hate. I don't hate the Stanleys. I don't dislike them. I just expose the way they treated Elvis. I expose their wrongdoing. It doesn't mean I'm being hateful. I'm not a bully because I discuss and defend Elvis. I'm not a bully because I expose trashers. This is the bit that people confuse. Because I have different opinions to them, they try and call me a bully. It's like if I bring up Priscilla, like obviously we've got the Wicked Witch of the West running around attacking me at the moment. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her channel. But she is a Priscilla fan and she's a Stanley lover. Do you see my point, guys? Do you see my point? Yeah. I'm allowed to stand up for Elvis without being called a bully or a hater or an attacker. And yes, I give these people nicknames because I don't want to name them. I repeat, I give these people nicknames because I don't want to name them. Now, if you noticed on this video I've just done, I haven't once said the name of the channel we're talking about because I won't help these channels grow. I won't help these channels grow. Now, remember, all the people, right. So let me just go in the house a minute. Remember, guys, all the people that attack me, are towards me. Let me go into the garden a minute. Remember, the people that attack Louis, the defender, yeah, they are vile towards me, all of them, all of them. So what I try and do is just give them nicknames, because that way I don't have to name their channels. So I don't send people to their channels. Yeah. If I never name these channels anymore, guys, I just disagree with everything, with their views on anti-defending. The other thing I've noticed about these channels is that they support the trashers. They support the trash books, the trash biographies, documentaries, tabloids. They support it. So in one breath they say Elvis doesn't need defending, but then in the next breath they support the trashers. Even with the family member, he attacks me and calls me names, yeah? But then his own family trashed Elvis. You get it? Yeah. So Louis the bad guy for standing up for Elvis, but their own family and friends trashed Elvis. In fact, these family people, there's a bit of a cliquey club, isn't there? These family of Elvis, yeah, they stick together with the trashers. They support each other. They cover each other's back. It's very cliquey. It's very like, we've all trashed Elvis for money. Let's be friends. So they support each other. So you will hear the trasher family members standing up for each other. I've heard people standing up for all of them, including people that have done the most horrific things to Elvis. They all stand by each other, including ex-girlfriends, including the ex-wife, including Memphis Mafia. They're all very cliquey. But then they say that Louis is a bully for defending Elvis. All we do is defend Elvis. You get it? We just defend Elvis. So, and he deserves it. Elvis deserves a voice. Elvis deserves a voice. Love you guys. You're the best. Team Elvis, you rock. Thank you for joining me. It's been beautiful. We did over 3 miles. We will do a walk with Ella a bit later, and I'm going to make a video soon. Take care, guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining me. Team Elvis, you rock.